दोस्तों, ये थी हमारे देश की नारियां जो अपनी प्रतिभा और समाज में अपने योगदान के कारण जानी जाती हैं. These are the women who have made a mark in their own fields and have been a great source of inspiration for everyone in this lovely country of ours. भाई, अगर हम आज के भारत पे एक नजर डालें तो सामने नारी की प्रगति और उन्नति की छवि साफ नजर आती है. खुशी खुशी लड़कियां लड़कों के कंधे से कंधा मिला के आगे बढ़ रही हैं. So many bright faces glowing with a promising future ahead. पर दोस्तों, इस ऊपरी रोशनी के पीछे क्या कहीं अंधेरा छुपा हुआ है? Is this the real scenario? Welcome to this the most unique show on Indian television, Vivekananda Answers. मैं हूं आपका दोस्त and host जयंत कृपलानी, and today we have with us revered Swami Purnatmananda Ji, Secretary, Ramakrishna Mission, Swami Vivekananda's Ancestral House and Cultural Center, and Mrs. Shamashri Sen, a social activist who is running a public relations company. Welcome to the show, both of you. And welcome my delightful audience and my cross-examiners. But before you start that, let me ask you a question. What do you think about the current situation of Indian women?
आज भी हम रात को 10 बजे निकलने से पहले सोचते हैं. पेरेंट्स भी 2 बार सोचते हैं कि इन्हें भेजा जाए कि नहीं जाए. उसी जगह लड़के रात को 10, 11, 12, उनका कोई फिक्सेशन नहीं है टाइम का कि वो कभी भी आ जा सकते हैं.
हाँ.
इसीलिए मेरा यही है कि हम क्यों नहीं निकल सकते हैं रात को.
आप क्यों नहीं निकल सकती हैं रात को? Whereas men can do it freely and well.
I will think professionally भी ऐसा कुछ issues होता है. Like suppose any one of us are going for an interview and we come across questions like why should we hire you and not a guy? Because when we hire a guy, we don't have to face problems like maternity leaves or like you get married and you go somewhere else with your husband, relocations. So it's always like this, like when a guy is getting married to a girl, we hardly find a guy leaving the job for the girl's profession. But we will always find a girl leaving her own job for the guy's profession.
Let's take this one question at a time. Kahiye?
And one more thing, talking about job, the credibility of the girl is taken by the boss. Like the reward which a girl should get is taken up by the boss.
Okay.
Not just with girls, it happens with boys also.
Okay.
But being a woman, they think they can suppress us more in this field.
तो एक एक करके हम ये सब सवालों की जवाब देते हैं. एक तो है about the night women don't feel safe outdoors at night. One is that they don't feel equal in a job situation, and one is amongst other things, and one is that वो बॉस जो हैं वो सब क्रेडिट ले लेते हैं जब और काम ये कर रहे हैं और बॉस क्रेडिट ले रहे हैं. But the boss, is he a male or a female?
A male.
Male boss, huh? So I am clarifying. The male boss takes all the credit. What would you like to say about that?
As far as going out at night and staying out at night beyond certain hours, yes, I know some of our political leaders have been crying out loud that girls should not be out late at night. It's because, not because of any, I don't think the parents are worried about any stigmas. They are only worried whether you will get conveyance back home in time, whether you will be safe, because some men are doing some bad stuff. So we need to educate the men before we can, but I don't think that is a reason for you not to stay out if you have to work a later shift or something. If you are getting the security of transport or if you're going out with friends who are reliable, then I think that's all right.
तो समस्याएं हैं 10 बजे के बाद निकलने की, but we have to find ways. I think it's a constant process. It's not something that overnight is going to happen. Frankly, अगर आप मुझसे पूछें तो कुछ शहर हैं इस देश में, Delhi being a case in point, where even I feel quite scared going out after 10 o'clock at night. There very odd things can happen to men also over there. Now, what she was saying about the employment space.
The point is that if the employer is not going to employ a lady because she needs maternity leave, then they don't know the rules of this country, because our constitution guarantees that. So you can always take that up in a different way. And I think nowadays,
तो in a different way, माने अगर इनके साथ ऐसा कुछ हुआ तो वो आके she can sue the company
yes,
involved.
She can take legal
तो हमारी constitution है वो guarantee करती है कि अगर आप नौकरी करें उनके पास तो आपको maternity मिली. They cannot not give you a job because you're a woman.
Yes, there can be no discrimination between a man and a woman. If you're qualified for a job, you get the job.
See, folks, I hope you have understood that in terms of women development, our nation needs to be more sensitive, more concerned. देखिए, इस हालत में ये कतई संभव नहीं है कि हमारा देश आगे बढ़ पाए जैसे कि उसे बढ़ना चाहिए. ना महाराज जी, हम आपसे जानना चाहेंगे, how do you connect Swamiji's central message of manifestation of divinity in man with the issue of women's empowerment?
You see, there is no such thing as divinity of woman or divinity of man. Divinity is a universal phenomenon and also an eternal phenomenon. So when Swamiji says that the manifestation of divinity, that is the most important thing for bringing out the best out of a man or a woman, then Swamiji wants to emphasize these things, bring out this divinity, which is the message of Vedanta. Vedanta tells that bring out the divinity which is within you and which you are carrying since you are born. That is your inherent property or eternal property. So Swamiji gave a reply to Margaret Elizabeth Noble during their first acquaintance in London in 1895. Sister Nivedita, at that time Miss Margaret Elizabeth Noble, put a question to Swamiji. Swamiji, what is the central message that you are preaching? Can you give me that central message in a few words? Swamiji replied, yes, I can give that. My ideal indeed can be put into a few words, and that is to preach unto mankind its divinity and how to make it manifest in every moment of life. That was the message Swamiji gave. So Swamiji wanted that this should be applied in our life. Swamiji says apply it into your philosophy, into the field of your education, in the field of your agriculture, in the field of your household, everywhere, so on and so forth, and see what a good harvest it gives to you. So Swamiji's idea is to bring the best thing from a man or from a woman, and he says this is the governing principle, the key principle to bring the divinity in man. If the divinity of man is just manifested, then he or she can do anything and everything. There will be no problem for him or her. There is no such divinity of man or woman. I have already told. That is the answer Swamiji gives.
Swamiji, one question for you. Swami Vivekananda has said that Indian women's ideals are Sita, Savitri and Damayanti. Now, is it not outdated in today's context?
Yes. Many will say that this is outdated and not at all relevant for today's situation. But to Vivekananda, Sita, Savitri and Damayanti were not three individual women. They were three concepts of ideal womanhood in so far as India is concerned. Swamiji, when said that Sita, Savitri and Damayanti are the ideal of Indian womanhood, then he thought that Sita is not that Sita of whom we know that always an abiding wife, always following her husband, whatever he says. No, not like that. Sita was a very fearless lady when she was taken by Ravana in Lanka, and Ravana gave her many temptations. At last, he said that unless you accept me, I will finish you. Then Sita would, no, I will never accept you. You are a butcher. You're a butcher. You're an animal. I don't accept you. So to the face of Ravana, to tell like this was not a matter of joke. So she was eternally and always very fearless. And that's why she was able to put all these things to Ravana himself. And Savitri was a lady with strong determination. That's why she persuaded the god of death to give life to her husband. And Damayanti was a lady who had strong presence of mind. So Swamiji wanted that these things to be combined and blended and assimilated in the womanhood of India.
Okay.
So they are representing three concepts. Sita is fearlessness, and Savitri is strong determination, and Damayanti strong presence of mind. Swamiji expected that if these things are blended and combined in our woman,
Perfect.
in Indian woman, then it will be a perfect combination and harmonization. So that's why it was ideal of womanhood that Swamiji dreamt of.
जैसे प्रॉब्लम्स हैं वैसे उससे डट के मुकाबला करने की ताकत भी है. If today's women imbibe those three qualities of Sita, Savitri and Damayanti that Swamiji was talking about, fearlessness, determination and presence of mind, then all this oppression against women might have a chance to disappear. Shukriya Maharaj ji, Shukriya Shamashri ji for being with us, and thank you my delightful young friends for making this program a joyous occasion yet again. मैं जयंत कृपलानी आज आप सबसे अनुमति चाहता हूं. अगले हफ्ते फिर लौटेंगे इसी विषय पर और भी जानकारी लेकर. तब तक हे स्टे इंस्पायर्ड. गुड डे. नमस्कार.
सारी शक्ति विवेकानंद की वाणी